Hello, you're watching Arise Entertainment 360. I'm Shannon Lanier.
And I'm Lola Ogunnaike, and we're here to bring you the newest and hottest stories in American entertainment, culture, and sports.
That's right, and coming up, supermodel Naomi Campbell and her Russian billionaire boyfriend have some steamy news to tell you. We'll tell you what's going on.
They're such a hot couple.
I know, right?
I know. Plus, week 7 proved unlucky for comic Andy Dick on Dancing with the Stars.
That's right, and we'll tell you how some of the celebrities get their amazing styles and hair. Hidea Barbell is going to tell us how she keeps them looking fierce.
Yeah, she works with all the hottest women in Hollywood, and she makes the hair look gone with the wind fabulous.
All right, I like that. And she's going to tell us how she does it, right?
And she's going to tell us all about it. Woo!
All right.
This is going to be a good show.
That's right. And
I can feel it.
Hey, good.
Yeah.
I like it. Let me get some of that. Oh, I feel it.
Yeah.
Feel it.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're starting off with a story that's been in the news a lot in the last few days. The ex-fiance, though, this is new stuff coming out. The ex-fiance of openly gay NBA player Jason Collins is speaking out for the first time. Carolyn Moos dated Collins for 8 years and was engaged to the veteran ball player until he abruptly broke off their marriage or their wedding vows back in 2009. She says she was blindsided by Collins' recent revelations. Here's what she had to say on Piers Morgan's show last night.
Did he apologize to you?
I think he's in the process of taking ownership of the here and now, which is actually coming out, and that can be very, I assume, overwhelming. I did invest 8 years in our relationship with a shared dream and vision with him, and I value that. I had to rewrite the script, and I still am rewriting it, and it's been very challenging. So that's hopefully a natural progression for him to look at things from all different angles, and as he becomes more comfortable with himself, I think that time will allow for some perspective on that as well.
Wow, she was very forthcoming. He hasn't apologized yet, but she's hoping in time that he will. I didn't realize that she's actually a basketball player as well, and she's 6'5".
Wow.
That's a lot of tall blonde right there.
Well, I'm just glad he broke off the relationship before they actually had a chance to get married. Then they would have had to bring this news to her as a married woman. They could have had kids involved, so I guess it kind of kept some of the mess down, the fact that he broke it off back then.
That's a whole other conversation about men on the down low, which we can have at another time, but why didn't he just come out earlier to her?
Yeah, just keep it real.
They were together for such a long time, and then he just abruptly cancels their engagement?
I don't know. Maybe Jeff Gardere can help us with this a little bit later, because we're going to be talking about some of those celebrity relationships.
That's a very good point.
There you
But
go.
you know what? Collins, he's more popular than ever on social media.
That's right.
When he came out, the day he came out, he only had 4,000 Twitter followers.
Wow.
Now he has 100,000, Shannon.
What? 100? And that went up from just last night. He had like 70.
Exactly.
Wow.
So, and he'll be a free agent on July 1st. Okay. So if he doesn't land another job with a team, maybe he can start his own blog or website.
Or a reality show, I'd say.
Always a reality show.
Exactly.
Well, speaking of reality shows, celebrity wedding planner David Tutera, he's breaking up with his husband after 10 years of marriage.
Wow.
And let me tell you, Shannon, things could get messy very quickly. Now, he's the host of My Fair Wedding. It's a reality show about all the elaborate weddings. He creates all the dream weddings for real-life women. Well, he and his longtime partner, Ryan Jurica, are citing irreconcilable differences as the cause of their split. But get this, the couple has a surrogate who is set to give birth to their twins in July.
Wow.
And David's saying he wants full custody of the kids, he doesn't want to pay spousal support, and he wants his soon-to-be ex to pay for all of their legal bills.
Wow, he's going in.
He is.
And I'm sure he has a good lawyer to try to make that happen as well.
Well, he's the one with the money.
Well, exactly, so he's going to protect himself.
Well, it looks like that fairy tale is definitely over.
Over. Well, maybe there'll be a fairy tale starting up for Martha Stewart soon, because she's announced that she's looking for a man.
Yeah, she said that yesterday. She wants a man.
Exactly.
She's on Match.com looking for a man.
That's right. I just want to see the picture. We have to go check out her picture on Match.com. Match.com.
Okay.
But now Naomi Campbell may be back on the market again, too.
What? What are you saying? Well, sources tell the New York Post that the fiery catwalker and her Russian billionaire boyfriend, Vladimir Doronin, they've called it quits?
Wow. Well, you know, the two were spotted last together in March, but haven't been spending too much time together lately, a source says, who quoted and basically said this: in many ways, their relationship is like a business agreement. Naomi brings the glamour to his hotels and properties, and he treats her extremely well. But they spend a lot of time apart due to their work commitments.
Well, you know, he's a mogul.
Very true.
And she's got that hit show, The Face. But I'm sorry, that Vladimir, he is too fine. You've got a rich billionaire, you need to make time.
Well, she's fine, too.
She is, but...
Look.
She's not a billionaire.
Well, very
She's a
true about
millionaire, but she doesn't have private jet money.
Oh, that's how you make the distinction. Private jet money. Is that what it is?
My whole point is this. If your man has money, you don't need to work. You just need to be a fabulous Naomi Campbell.
Oh, well, she
Walk
is
along the
fabulous.
catwalk every now and then and keep it moving.
Call it a day. All right, well, there's two people who's keeping it moving right now. Nick Cannon and Mariah Carey.
Oh.
They're still standing strong.
You know, no one thought this would last, but it's been,
know.
what, 5 years?
5 years, and the couple just renewed their vows yet again yesterday in an elaborate ceremony at, of course, Disneyland, where they again, as you mentioned, celebrated their 5th wedding anniversary.
Well, Mariah, of course, she went all out. She dressed up like Cinderella for the occasion, and naturally, Nick dressed up like Prince Charming.
Aw.
And the couple was joined by their twins, Monroe and Moroccan. I still can't get over those names. Monroe and Moroccan.
All right.
And the kids also wore matching costumes.
Aw.
And more than 250 guests partied with the couple after the ceremony. And even Mickey and Minnie Mouse were in the house.
Well, of course.
You know, Mariah, she tweeted about the event, and she sent out the photo that we just saw. So, you know, when they got married, I think they only dated for less than a month, and
Right.
people just assumed it'd be over as quick as it started. But 5 years later, they're happily married with 2 kids.
Yeah, well, Nick told me a long time ago that he always dreamed and said and spoke it into existence that he was going to marry Mariah Carey when he got older. And he was saying that since high school.
Your twin brothers told you that? Your twin brother Nick Cannon told.
Moving on, moving on.
We need to create a split screen of the two of you.
I know, I tell you. Tyra Banks did that. She was like, let's show you guys side by side. I was like, okay.
Look at you name dropping. Nick Cannon told me that. Tyra Banks told me that.
Well, they're friends. I'm not friends with them. They're friends.
Oh, I love it. Well, you know what? I wonder how they're going to top it next year.
I'm sure they'll think of something elaborate.
Well, you know, you mentioned Jeff Gadir is going to be here. I'm really interested in if all these vow renewals actually help a relationship last or hurt a relationship. I don't know.
Well, we'll have to ask Jeff. He's the expert.
He knows it all.
That's right. Okay, well, they may have been having a great time yesterday at the Magic Kingdom, but it was no laughing matter for comic Andy Dick last night because he was eliminated from Dancing with the Stars.
No way.
Yeah, Dick and his dancing partner, you hear everybody saying,
Oh, wah, wah.
well, him and his dancing partner, Sharna Burgess, were booted off the show after hanging on by a thread, this very thin line for 7 weeks. The comedian admits that he had to hold back tears after finding out that he wouldn't be back. He said that he wanted to just 1 more week on the dance floor, but it was not possible because he was X'd out of that show.
That's so sad. You know, he has had issues with sobriety over the years, and he credits Dancing with the Stars on keeping him on the straight and narrow.
Yeah, because he really had to keep his endurance up. He had to stay clean. He had to be able to do all that fancy footwork.
Yeah.
You can't do that when you got a bunch of booze in you.
No.
So, darn, for that purpose only, I wish he would have stayed a little longer. Hopefully he still keeps up his sobriety.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, well, we've got another. Speaking of dancing,
Yeah.
spring has sprung, but it's Christmas season at Radio City Music Hall.
Okay.
And that's because hundreds of aspiring dancers are lining the streets of 6th Avenue in New York today. And they're all hoping for the chance at one of the coveted spots on the Rockettes dance line. Ooh, kick up your legs, girl. Now, the show doesn't start running till November, but tickets go on sale in just a few weeks.
Could you do those high kicks?
Not even
Dun,
close.
dun,
Not
dun,
even
dun,
close.
dun.
Not even close. I don't have that level of flexibility. me.
Oh, okay. Well, I can't tell after looking at those workout segments you do.
Well, I could do a little something, but those girls' legs go up there.
Yeah,
Woo!
yeah, they are really very impressive.
They are impressive.
Well, another person that may be impressive to some but not to others is LL Cool J. He was accused of ditching his urban roots, but now he admits to reconnecting that's what he's doing. He's reconnecting with the current hip-hop scene, and this is going to be his 13th album, Authentic. Tracks include guest appearances from Eddie Van Halen and Snoop Dogg to Earth, Wind & Fire, and last week LL announced that he will take it to the streets with iconic golden era hip-hop acts.
Yeah, he'll be rocking the stage this summer on his King of the Mic tour, and he'll be on stage with classics like Public Enemy,
Oh, that's hot.
Ice Cube,
Wow.
and De La Soul. LL recently shared with Radio.com that he was, quote, tired of having people telling him that people only want young artists on tour. He says, I just don't believe that. So he's going to show him how the old heads do it.
Well, he still looks 30, so I have no, doubt he can't do it.
Then the tour kicks off in Tucson, Arizona on the 23rd of May. So
Okay. We need to find out when they're coming to New York. We need to be in the house.
I know.
Go backstage, hang out with them.
Ooh, I love me some LL Cool J. He better do I Need Love.
Oh, Lord, I need love.
Well, Mama said knock you out.
Oh,
yeah,
now that's a song.
a good
Mama
one.
said knock you out. They said, I'm gonna knock you. Well, okay, we gotta keep it moving. On to
Okay.
Prince. So small, intimate venues are in hot demand for Prince this summer. Prince has gone back to the basics this year, playing in front of 300 at the South by Southwest Festival in Texas. And now he has asked promoters to find more small, unusual venues for his UK tour June 15th through August the 5th.
That's interesting. So now we've got a hip-hop legend and we've got a pop legend on stage this summer.
And I'm sure they're going to all sell out their venues,
I'm sure
especially
they
if they're
are.
small.
Okay, Shannon, you're going to love this story.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. Believe it or not, the search is on for the best hooker in America.
Say what? I may have to turn to it just to see what it's about, only just to check it out. But what is this?
No, it's not what you think.
Okay, thank you.
It's a new reality show that's about the best fishermen in the country.
Oh,
So you
that
get
type
it?
of hooker.
Hooker.
The hook and the fish.
Hooker. Oh, the camera crews, the crewmen are so upset. Sorry, guys.
Yes.
But Top Hooker actually premieres on Animal Planet in June. So maybe not sexy women, but sexy fish, maybe?
Okay, sexy fish. Well, I think I'd still turn to it just to see if they have any tips, because I like fishing. So
You do like fishing?
Yeah, I'll turn to it and see if they have any tips for the fishermen.
This show is just for you.
And I have a show for you.
Ooh,
and it's
tell me.
starring Channing Tatum.
Yeah, you had me at hello.
The star and producer of Magic Mike is set to take it off again. Take it off, take it off. Glamour magazine has confirmed through their Twitter Q&A that the sequel for the sexy stripper drama is in production. The film showcases the fortunes and exploits the male dancers in the exotic male venue. Matthew McConaughey is slated to fleece the hearts of wallets of women of Tampa, Florida again very soon.
Ooh, Channing's gonna get my money. I'll be first in line.
First in line.
I'll be on Fandango like 10 tickets.
I'm sure you will. So, do you think he is the sexiest man alive, as people call him?
He's definitely one of them. I mean, I'm married to the sexiest man alive.
Of course.
Good answer. Good answer.
Ching-ching.
But Channing Tatum's right up there.
Okay, he's right up there.
He's a distant third.
Third. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
My
That's fair
husband's
enough.
first.
Okay, well, who do you guys think should be first besides Tatum?
And don't vote for Shannon just because he's
come
here.
on.
But if you really feel
Well, never
that
mind
way, then tweet us and let us know if Shannon is the second sexiest man alive next to my husband. Work it, Shannon. Work it. Sell it, honey.